let's get you in the season. All right.
Hype me up.
We on that Christmas creep now, right?
Oh, fuck.
No. Halloween's over.
No
Christmas creep. Welcome. Simply talking about Hallmark Plus. Happy holidays, everyone. A lot of people are going to talk to you about the Hallmark movie selection this year, and I think we definitely will. And talking about the Hallmark series that are coming out of their series of films. I want to do something a little different right now.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about Hallmark Plus. Because they did it. They went and did it. They rebranded their streaming service as Hallmark Plus, and that beast has got to get fed.
Is this where they put the R-rated Hallmark movies?
No, Travis. No, it's not. But this is where they put the movies that they wouldn't put on Hallmark.
Holy shit.
Hey, nice. Hallmark executives, if you're listening, Mark After Dark is there.
Waiting
you can
for
have that for your erotic thrillers
or
and whatnot.
Skullmark.
What's going on over on Hallmark Plus is truly, truly unhinged.
So when you say the ones they wouldn't put on Hallmark, Justin, do you mean they're too
hot?
good?
They're
too good
not,
for Hallmark?
No. Here's what I'm telling you. I'm worried about the future of the arts in a world with the AI.
Yeah.
And I think that if the AI starts doing movies, the Christmas ones on Hallmark Plus, that's where we're going to catch them.
That's a foot in the door for sure. Yeah.
That's where we're going to get them.
That's what the plus is. The plus is AI learning.
Minus humans.
Minus humans.
Very good.
Yeah. So I want to talk to you about these two big projects for Hallmark Plus and ask you guys this challenging question of did they let it in this time?
I see.
Okay, but I also get very uncomfortable with this because I do also think there is a bit of a overcorrection, and I don't want to insult a real person's film writing. I
think we probably do Logic a disservice if we think the people that wrote the 8 films that we're about to discuss were living out their lifelong dream.
Okay, fair enough.
They never talk about...
You're being insulting. I'm not insulting. They get it.
Do they ever include human beings, when they're doing a big Turing test, kind of what is the Turing test weekend? Do they ever include any human beings just to throw off the curve? Because I can't imagine failing a Turing test.
They do, but they get so pissed off when you do it. Because I've volunteered, and every time I'm like, bleep, blorp, eat more bolts. They're like, Justin, please stop. We can see you.
But then there's a double feint because then computers and robots will start talking like that because they'll think it's a human. Anyway, let's hear about these films, Shoes.
Okay. So, it's actually what we're talking about is a wide array of cinematic offerings. The one that I am probably the most excited about from the Hallmark Plus schedule is the Unwrapping Christmas movies. Hey guys, movies. Movies.
Okay.
And, let me just show you the image, and you guys will have to kind of describe this for me as we're kind of talking about, people or computers or,
Oh.
That's the literal promotional image.
Okay.
For this movie.
That's, okay, so to describe what we're seeing, we have, looks like a Christmas tree with 3 flags on it, one of which is, 2 of which are definitely Photoshops.
American flags,
fireworks in the background.
Somewhere, right? They're bit around reality.
I can't parse.
I know.
I'm struggling.
Yeah.
And then
when people talk about we didn't land on the moon, look at the way the flag is, and it's weird.
This is what they're talking about. Yeah.
The way that these flags are positioned means the wind is coming from 9 different directions.
Head on over to the middle of the image. What do you guys just
well,
tell me?
Now we just have
there?
2 Cylons who are looking at the camera condescendingly. I would say
barely.
I just caught them pretending to be humans, and then this is the look I get.
And then behind them, there's a room with snow and a very robotic looking Santa Claus back there.
These 2 are from the Unwrapping Christmas movies. Meet Tina, Mia, Lily, and Oliva. It says Oliva in the press release, but I'm pretty sure they meant Olivia. 4 friends who work together at Tina's shop, all wrapped up. Each woman brings their unique strengths in helping the store be successful.
One has fire powers, one has ice powers, one has earth powers.
And each woman must find her own path to happiness and love. So, on November 7th, you've got Unwrapping Christmas, Tina's Miracle. And in that one, Tina Mitchell, a successful business owner, meets a charming guy, Michael.
Okay.
Then, a week later, you're going to enjoy Unwrapping Christmas, Mia's Prince.
Okay.
Mia, an accountant all wrapped up, is stunned when local celebrity Bo Kavanaugh, who looks just like her favorite romance novel hero, enters her life. Then a week later, you've got Unwrapping Christmas, Lily's Destiny. Lily,
Holy shit. That
the
you
marketing, the
gotta
marketing
hold out.
guru. What? Let's hold up. Let's stop here. Let's talk about these 2. There's 4 of these films.
Okay, so one is Tina's something.
Tina's Miracle.
And
that's
then
November
Mia's
7th.
Prince.
Mia's Prince, November 14th.
And then the Spear of Destiny.
The Spear of Unwrapping Christmas, the Spear of Lily's Destiny. Yes.
Okay.
It sounds like they're just trying to kind of churn out all of the stuff they're known for before December even gets here in 4 tight films.
Now, I'll tell you what would be an incredible cinematic innovation.
What's that, Travis?
If all of these movies share 75% of exactly the same footage, and just we follow different characters as they leave the scene.
Why is this not a video game? Like, that's what I want.
Sounds like
please, let me play this FMV game. Lily, the marketing guru of All Wrapped Up, believes the universe guides us to our destiny, and it appears that it's guiding her towards a celebrity realtor.
Oh, what luck.
It's so wild when destiny does that, huh?
Hey, I want to point out that second one where it's like she realizes a local celebrity. So he's well known locally.
Yeah, he's a local celebrity.
Looks like the cover guy from her favorite romance novel. Why did it take so long for her to put that together?
How come it's never like, and then she meets Duncan, who works at the Army Corps of Engineers.
Yeah.
He is 51 years old.
Then she met Steve, an unemployed electrical technician he's down on his luck, but he's got a lot of heart and a lot of student loans.
He is not looking for the meaning of Christmas. That is not important to Duncan. He has bills to pay and mouths to feed.
Unwrapping Christmas, the franchise on November 28th. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. With Olivia's reunion. Olivia, the gift wrapping expert All Wrapped Up, makes a delivery to a remote cabin only to find her ex-boyfriend, Benjamin, on the other side of the door.
With a knife.
So here's all I want to say is that I got to give credit to them. A lot of movie studios have worked extremely hard to try to get franchises going.
Yes.
These motherfuckers are just dropping it in a month. We're creating an entire All Wrapped Up cinematic universe.
Yeah. Take that, Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel should just do 4 movies in a month. Then they'd be able to wiggle their way back in.
They should take that. And that would be actually, can you believe that is all the multi-film franchises that Hallmark Plus is launching?
I see you winding up that fucking haymaker juice. Just let it rip.
Can you believe that they're only doing it once?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like, just once. Okay, except for, wait a minute. Let's talk about the Cherry Lane movies. Over the course of more than 70 years, a lot of families have lived in the house at 7 Cherry Lane, and each of them has had a Christmas Eve to remember.
Oh.
In 3 sequels to the 2023 hit movie Christmas on Cherry Lane, we return to the house for more Christmas Eves, with each movie exploring 3 different eras.
Holy shit. So that's 9 eras. How many different eras have there been? Are they going Paleolithic in one of them?
And I'm sorry,
man.
The franchise connection is a house.
Yeah, man.
Yes, Travis, this is the brilliant part, right? The one thing that doesn't change is the thing that they have to rebuild.
That's fucking great.
It's so good, actually. They're like, oh, you like the house, huh? How about 3 sequels in it? And then they're like, okay, it's 2 p.m. We need to get this 50s family out.
I just
70s family, you're up.
I would love to see that, like a fly on the wall of the contract negotiations of one of the stars of the sequel, who's like, listen, if you want me back, you're going to have to pay top dollar. And then they're like, we actually don't need you back. We've got House. House is all we need for this one.
I also love the idea of you binging this whole series, and by like era 5, you're like, oh, they moved the china cabinet. You're able to really figure out how. Oh, that's a new
it's
rug.
actually like, okay, so listen. In 1951, a doctor wants to make the holiday special for his worried wife before he is shipped out to serve in Korea. In 2003, a newly married couple who are always in agreement about everything host 2 sets of in-laws for Christmas Eve for the first time and find that they may not have as much in common as they thought they did. And in 2024, a couple tries to arrange a special Christmas surprises for each other, but keeping them a secret may be harder than they thought. That's one movie.
That's
one movie on one day.
What?
December 5th. December 5th, there's one movie that's those 3, okay?
We are getting 9 eras to depict.
If you come back on December 12th, in 1960, Eli and Penny take in Eli's curmudgeonly father, Walter. In 1998, we see Regina and Nelson's first meeting. And in 2015, Jessie faces a big challenge while planning her sister's last-minute Christmas Eve wedding. The officiant is Tim, her high school sweetheart.
All of these could just say, like, some dude is doing this and some lady is doing that. Don't worry about who they are. They're going to be on screen for 25 minutes tops, but don't worry. The corners and the window, the door and stuff, all there. Don't you worry.
This is gonna. But what if there's like a House of Leaves style asynchronous mystery happening in the background?
I'm obsessed with the idea of these films. Like, it's such an incredible opportunity to do some in-world storytelling that has nothing to do with the movie that you're watching.
Do you remember in Lost how there was like the character Richard who just like kept showing up and never aged?
Yeah,
and was in every era. Give me one of those type
the
characters.
Watcher.
Just keeps showing up to the party, but it's the same guy, unaged, unchanging, every time.
Every era includes a scene of someone going in the attic and seeing the face of the witch in the attic, and then they scream, and then it hard cuts back downstairs, and they don't talk about the witch in the attic again.
Yes. They don't. But when you're watching a commercial for Velveeta in the next movie, the witch comes into the commercial for Velveeta.
Yeah.
As they slowly pan across one of the rooms, you see like an alien figure standing in a corner, and when they pan back, he's gone.
Yeah.
And you just see him pop up in different locations throughout the house, throughout the eras.
Yeah.
And you see him like scribbling down notes maybe about what he sees in human behavior.
That's awesome.
I'm embarrassed to admit that I did not actually say the names of these movies. Season's Greetings from Cherry Lane is December 5th. December 12th, the one we just discussed, Happy Holidays from Cherry Lane. On December 19th, you're going to deck the halls on Cherry Lane. In 1966, a single guy, David's plans for a simple Christmas are dashed when a time
traveler arrives from 2015.
I am from the 3rd era. I warn
He finds the corpse. He arrives
the corpse. He finds the corpse, the journal, and the key.
And the witch must be fed.
News that she arrives with the news that she won a contest to have Tommy. Man, I'm going to read this whole sentence. You ready, guys?
Yep.
In 1966, single guy David's plans for a simple Christmas are dashed when his neighbor Stephanie's Christmas Eve TV special broadcast live from her house, but used his address.
What?
That's a big one.
She won a contest to have Tommy Saunter's Christmas Eve TV special broadcast live from her house.
Pretty shitty contest.
In 1981, John and Lizzie learn that this will be their last Christmas on Cherry Lane after Job receives an offer in Michigan, and Lizzie finds out she's pregnant. In 2000, best friends Matt and Rebecca find unexpected feelings developing as they try to find out who's behind a series of Christmas-themed random acts of kindness.
That's man, I thought it was going to be murders.
Murder. Me too, Trav. I was hoping for murder.
I thought it was going to be Christmas murders.
I think that in the one where the woman is pregnant, the baby comes out, and it's one of the guys from Era 1, and the whole thing is part of a beautiful cycle, I think.
It has such incredible... I mean, what I want from these films that I won't get is, like, you're watching... the one in 2004, right? Mm-hmm. And then a 2003 guy knocks on the door. He's like, I am so sorry to do this. I left a cable underneath the garage. If I could grab, excuse me, I'm sorry. You all look busy.
I,
my wife, still a ghost. Anyway,
I was just going for a jog in the neighborhood, and I needed to make soil, and since I used to do it so much in this house, I just thought...
I'm used to
That's fine, right? You're cool.
You remember me from the signing when I sold you this house? Anyway,
I bought that toilet seat, so technically it's mine.
It is mine.
So both of the...
I'm going to pay someone on Fiverr to watch all 9 of these eras for me, just to let me know if there's any kind of spooky, supernatural, cyclical observations of time or
circle.
If there's fucking witches in the attic.
Guys, there will be reused garments. Like, this is the level of budget I'm expecting for this. Would you do, if you were doing this shoot, do you think they filmed chronologically in terms of like...
Oh, cool.
It like just started 1950 and they're like, okay, the next part of a movie 3 takes place in 4 years. So let's just move it like 4 years
You would have
down.
to. Justin, you have to,
right?
Because that way you can show realistic wear and tear on the house as the house ages like 60 years.
And they're obsessive about the details.
Yeah,
By
sure.
the time you get to like the 2024 episode, like the roof is like caving in and everything's like rotten and covered in dust. And
We don't have a lot going on in December. Would you guys commit to each one of us watching one of the Cherry Lane movies? And then we can like talk
connect
about
the
how
dots?
they overlap
if
and
we can
interact.
recut it into chronological order and
Hey.
see how it lines up.
You know, I've thought a lot about what order I'm going to show my kids the Cherry Lane movies.
It'll be first part of 1, and then the second part of 3,
Yeah.
Clone Wars.
Clone
Yeah.
Wars.
I think with
Season
4
2.
screens set up, you can pause and jump between without having to switch any discs or anything. So we're just gonna. The question is, you set it up 4 in a row or like a 2 and 2.
That's not enough for me, Travis. I need like Minority Report levels of like manipulating footage. With my cyber gloves. I need
Now
to
you see
compare.
here they move the doily, and I think that is a cue to us to know change
Here we
is
have
coming.
Here we have a second appearance of the character I like to call the Man in the Wall. If you look, the Man in the Wall has moved.
It's an incredible house, an incredible, miraculous house where special things happen every Christmas Eve. The only rule, heteros only.
Only, please.
Please.
And also, nothing bad happens to anyone. Why did they have to move out of the house? He got a job, she's pregnant.
They both
Nothing's
got a
wrong.
job. Their son got a job. Their dog got a job. They all got new jobs.
Everything's great.
They're all moving to Aspen.
I need to know if we're getting a new installation of the Yes Chef Christmas franchise. Dying to know.
Yes, the Yes Chef. Let me see here.
Yes Chef Christmas. It's
Okay,
starring Tia Mowry. It's called Yes Chef Christmas, and she's in a cooking
Was that
competition.
a Hallmark
It
film?
was a Hallmark film, I think. Or was it a Netflix film? Oh, it was a Lifetime film. That's basically the same thing. They're probably not making a
You know,
Chef
you say
Christmas.
that, and it's so offensive.
I think Lifetime has a lot more murder.
Lifetime has, but not in their Christmas movies, rarely.
Very rare.
I just love Yes Chef Christmas because
Tamara Mowry Housley, is busy over there at Scouting for Christmas, which we previously covered.
Okay.
In a prior episode. I know she's on the
Did
scene
we?
this year.
I think just you and I talked to Dad about it.
I watched all of Yes Chef
Wait,
Christmas.
is that... Oh, man, Travis, that's really embarrassing. Is that accurate?
Yeah,
I
we
think
talked
that
about it in the green room in Denver. We didn't talk about it on an episode. Oh, no. The spheres.
It's all blending together. I just like Yes Chef Christmas because it sounds like the Christmas sequel to the Yes Chef franchise. It is not. The name of the film, first of its kind, is Yes Chef Christmas.
Now, and I do need to see if we're going to get a... what time for you to come home for Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.